We've been talking fridges all morning. Who knew? Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
It is checktheirfridge.com is the website that you've started. And how did this come about?
You know, it was an instinctual thing to start. I mean, whenever I went back to a girl's place, and this is going back to college with those little mini college fridges, I'd open up that fridge door and I'd get just insight into who they were. You know, nothing says more about who we are than what we eat and what we drink.
Fair enough.
And when you look in somebody's fridge, you truly get insight into their health, their lifestyle, their income, the kind of romantic partner they'll be. And the thing that I always kind of joke about is a lot of people say, oh, if you want to see what somebody's going to look like in 20 years, check to see what their mom or dad looks like. I'm like, no, check to see what they're eating now.
Check their fridge.
Check their fridge now, because whatever they're putting in their body now, that's what they're going to look like down the road. So you really do get a fun kind of inside look. Nothing's black and white, but you pick up some really fun clues.
What did your significant other have in her fridge when you met her?
She had a stainless steel GE model, French doors, pull-out freezer. So I said, all right, the girl makes money. Obviously, it's an upscale fridge brand. Yeah. She had a nice bottle of champagne. She had a nice bottle of wine, a couple of gourmet condiments, maybe a little cheese, and that was it. And I said to myself, A, this girl's fun to drink with, which is very important for me. B, she's not going to cook for me someday. This is not the nurturing type of woman. This is the, oh, you're feeling bad, let's go out and get you drunk type of woman. And you know what? I'm like, that's who I want to be my wife. That is perfect. And she's the best friend I ever had, but she's not that, oh, nurturing type of woman.
Right, she's not your mama.
Some other women I've met along the way.
Which are good fits for some.
And we've been together for 4 years. I can count on one hand the amount of time she's cooked for me. Seriously, on one hand.
We have a couple of fridges that we had you analyze. We want you to talk about specifically. The first one is Jasmine Paul. This is Jasmine's fridge, and what does Jasmine's fridge say about her?
I mean, the number one thing that breaks down with Jasmine's fridge is foodie.
Right.
She's just a foodie. She has no brands I ever heard of. Like, everything that she buys has to be in some cool little gourmet store. Maybe it's on Granville Island. I'm not 100% sure. She's got bee pollen. You know, really? She's got like...
If you told me there's kelp and bee pollen,
she's got kelp powder. She's got home canned pickles and preserves. You know, she's very foodie. She's a good host, though. I mean, the fact is that she's got a nice bottle of wine. She's got lemons, which I have to assume are for cocktails. It's not like there's enough lemons there to make lemonade. There's not enough avocados there to make guacamole. So sometimes you look at everything else, say, all right, it could be this, but then look for other clues, and then that might reinforce what it's for. So I think those lemons are for cocktails. She's eating well. She's healthy, and you know what that says to me? Foxy figure.
She is a foxy figure, and I'll tell you this: she's gluten-free, which is a telltale sign in that fridge.
You know what's important about the gluten-free, though? As long as she's okay that other people are not gluten-free, and that's what's important. Whenever you're specific about something, when it comes to dating, that's cool, that's fine, as long as you're okay that not everybody else has to follow in your path.
Totally, and that's Jasmine. Now we were going to go to another photo, but we're running short on time, and I want to talk to you about something that really piqued our interest. We'll post Freddie's photo on our website, and you can give our analysis.
Freddie's a hipster, but we'll get to that.
What does chilled beer and appies say?
That says a good host. They're date ready, and you have to be date ready.
Gourmet spreads?
Foodie, they prepare things. You use a spread to make something. You're not eating a spread with a spoon, right? So if you have spreads, it's obvious that somehow you're preparing meals at home.
What does generic ketchup say?
It means you're cheap. You know what? I'm sorry, but if you can't afford the extra 86 cents for Heinz ketchup, move back in with your parents. I'm sorry, but it's true.
John Stonehill, we love him. We are so glad you got us talking about checking our fridges. Checktheirfridge.com is the website, and we will put Freddie's fridge and your analysis of Freddie Fredrickson on our Facebook page. Thank you.